If you ever find yourself using the words ontological, epistemology, or a priori, turn around. You've gone too far. You're thinking too much. People have this idea, all this thinking, it's all up here. It's because we live in an environment that is so safe. We're removed from the food chain that we can just walk around with a head full of fantasy, daydreaming, wishing we were somewhere else, doing something else, staring at our phone like this, because we don't live in real life anymore. We are removed from the food chain. If you want food, you go to the store. You don't have to kill anything. You don't have to run from any enemies. We don't have to live a life that demands full attention. It's very important that you go and get very close to danger. Um, Not on a daily basis or anything like that, but at least multiple times a year, at least once a quarter. Once a fiscal quarter, you should have a very dangerous experience. Maybe a cliff's edge, maybe go fight someone, um, take a bunch of mushrooms and go walking in the woods at night with nothing more than a knife. No flashlight or anything like that. You don't need that. There's most likely nothing out there that you can't handle with a knife. If you come across a grizzly bear, well then, just don't do it. People, they fall into this need to explain everything. They need to understand anything. That's how you end up as a Reddit a Reddit brain, a nerd, an atheist, needing to understand everything without realizing that life is a full body experience. The mind and the body are not separate. It's all connected. What is a body without a mind? Well, you're an animal. What is the mind without a body? I don't know, a computer? You're not. You're a human. You are a physical, spiritual entity. And when you think too much, it's very easy to fall into very silly notion that you think you need to be able to understand everything. You cannot. You can't understand everything. But if you pay attention, you'll realize that all the answers are inside you. You'll know what's right and wrong. You'll know um, if you're doing something. You'll know if it's right or you know if it's wrong. Like there's times where maybe you're in an argument or some shit, and then in hindsight you realize, I said something I shouldn't have said. Well, to err is human, to forgive is divine. Forgive yourself, and if you need to apologize to someone, go do it. We are not going to live a life without error. Sin every day. Forgiveness is a very powerful thing. It's extremely important. It's a big Jesus Christian thing. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about thinking. If you find yourself thinking too much, which we're going to do every single day, maybe you're thinking, oh, ontological, epistemology, start stupid nerd shit like that. You're listening to too much atheist debate. Stop what you're doing immediately. Throw your phone in the garbage. Go for a walk. Take your phone out of the garbage. Call your grandma. Tell her that you love her. Do 10 push-ups. Go shadow box in public. Do something along that. Just approach the first girl you see and tell her that you love her and you want to get married. Do something like that to force yourself to stop thinking, because we have iPhones, we have ChatGPT that has rid us of the burden of all this overthinking nerd shit. It's not necessary. Action. You've been thinking your entire life. All of the information that is out there, everything that needs to have been thought has been thought already, and it's already been written down. You need to just go read it. It's honestly probably in the Bible. I constantly get Ecclesiastes and Ephesians mixed up, but it's absolutely Ecclesiastes, the book that you should read and digest. I realized I've read it before, and then I went through this whole nihilistic bullshit. I had to do all this spiritual googly gobla, and came back, reread Ecclesiastes, like, oh, it's all right here. It's just like everything is, oh, life is pointless. Just do your work, enjoy the fruits of your labor, leave it to God. There's nothing new under the sun. Stop thinking, do something worthwhile. If you have a girlfriend or a wife or something like that and you love her, go tell her you love her, give her a smooch. If you have a girlfriend that you don't like, dump her immediately. Stop thinking. It's literally retarded.